Hello fellow plasticators, MJ here with the next episode. In this episode I'm going to kind of reflect back on my my dart build for Jeff. Interior I have done. Finished that yesterday afternoon. I did some trick things with it. A little dusty. Still got to put the panel on, dash pad on. But I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Probably not, but what I did was, the black area there, right here, I cut out and sanded down the back side of the dash to remove the molded in instrument cluster, speedo, fuel gauge and all that. And I cut the decal out. On a decal sheet, it had the instrument cluster on it. So what I did was, once I got that all cut out, I cut a piece of clear plastic, acetate or whatever you want to call it, and I notched it out to fit, glued it to the back of the dash, and then I cut the decal out of the decal sheet, close to it, so you don't have any white outlines. I made it all black, and I used Future floor polish to glue it to the clear, because when it dries it's clear. It makes sense. And when that was dry, I gave it 2 coats of black. So let me grab my flashlight here. We'll see if we can see it. Might be able to. There we go. And it gives the effect of like they were really detailed out. It's kind of cool. I also put an old school tack on it. And then I raided my parts box, and I grabbed a Hurst T-handle shifter and put that on there. You see how it's cut out with your fingers? So I kind of glued that to the stem. I cut the other button off, and detailed it out a little bit in here. Nothing fancy. Kind of cool, but just some little tricks that I wanted to share, and you can do that for just about anything. It has a decal sheet, or you can print them online. If you get them to the right scale, why, you can put them in that way too. I've seen that done. For a lot of these aftermarket tacks and stuff, go online and see the tack you want and print it off in the size you need, and just grab aluminum tubing and cut a sliver of that off, and there's your housing for the tack. So just wanted to share that with you a little bit. Kind of a neat idea. There's a lot of tricks out there, a lot of tips, and geez, just about anywhere you go and search, you can find it. So the hood is a flat hood, and darts in 72 had the raised area on the edge of the hood. So what I did was I marked this out, and I glued down half rounds, and as you can see, I start filing this one into shape. This section here I've got to sand all out because that shouldn't be there. It should be a flat hood with the 2 raised bumps on each end. So when I get these reshaped, I'll dress the center, get rid of the bump, so it's a flat hood. And over here I have the bumper out, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill in the centers. I'm going to put uprights in here, separator uprights, and then I'll have to make 4 taillights for it. So at least we can get the outside correct. I know the interior tub is out of a 68 dart. I mean, somebody could go really nuts and scratch build one, but how many hours does one really want to put into these? 100? 200 hours? That's too much. To me, I think you lose the fun in it. Anything's more like a job. So, in order to keep it fun, I mean, I use what I have. Whatever means possible, and go ahead and build it. Now this one, the donor kit, which was the 68 or 9 dart. So that's why I chose it, and yeah, not too bad. This is a second set of door panels. I didn't like the first ones, how they came out, so tried flocking. Carpet worked good, seats just didn't look right, so I gave that up. So I stripped it and repainted the floor and went from there. So there we have the interior. That's all done. Yes, I have the firewall. I am going to work on it today. I'll get it taken care of. And then I'm going to put a black dash pad on it. Because it's got black carpet, it's going to have a black headliner, which you're not going to be able to see anyway because it's in the tub. But that's what's on the bench today. So I'm going to do a little more work here, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I kind of cleaned the bench off and got it so I can actually find something. Got rid of sanding debris and all that. And another good advice is to, I use the single clear display cases to keep parts in, bodies in, to keep them clean, dust free. Like the chassis, it'd probably be a while before it gets hooked right up to the body. So, and I left the donor one out because trial and error fits with that. Whatever I have to modify, I shouldn't have to do too much anymore. Everything's pretty much there. I need to put the interior tub in, make sure that all lines up again. And if it does, I can call the interior done and then move on. So, hope you're enjoying the build so far. I'm having a blast with it. Kind of anxious to see the body in color, but I don't want to, speed it up. I've still got to polish the body out, dress the filler areas, and it needs another coat of primer when I'm done with that. And then we need to locate the round side marker lights. I'm going to put them up a little higher on the body because they are smaller in diameter. I think that's why they did it back in '68 on the darts. So I'm going to follow that theme in with this one so they're noticeable, they can be seen, and, well, they're side marker lights. So it's kind of nice to have them. So on that note, I'll catch back up with everybody after a while. Okay, folks, we're back. I have the hood, well, I got it in primer. I got to address a couple things, but there's what we have. That looks a little better. I got to work on this back corner here, and then the back corner up here. That one turned out good. This one I got to work on a little bit. But yeah, it looks a little better than the other one. I'll have to do a comparison. But that's what we have so far. I thought I'd show it to you. So we're going to let that dry. And I got some things to take care of, so I'll probably be back later today. But yeah, I want to do a couple videos. Like I said, I want to get the body out. That needs to be polished up. Get ready for another coat of primer, so I can check everything on that too. And the hood, I don't know. I'll probably use a little super glue on the corners. I mean, I could mix up some putty, some filler, which is no big deal either. But I don't need a whole lot's the problem. So I might, I got some acrylic glazing putty, red. I might use that. That's a little easier. That's already pre-made. You just take out what you need and go from there. So I might end up doing that too. But we'll see. We'll go ahead and let that dry. We'll come back to it later. And I'll go ahead and do a hood comparison after a while. And we'll get that, so you can see the differences there. And now it's starting to look really, really good. Got to work on the back bumper yet. That'll be this afternoon. So there you have it, folks. Fellow plasticators. So we'll be back after a while. Hello, fellow plasticators. MJ here. We're back. Did some sanding on the hood and put some glazing putty on it to help fill up some of the minor seams that we've seen there. Nothing too major though. I hit the center of the hood with my foam board, try to pick out the high and low spots, and don't trust your eyes, because you can see them right there. These are called low spots. That one, and that one, which probably means this is still pretty high yet. So I'll have to knock that down a little bit more. This is the other side of the bump that was in the hood. This side's gone just about, except for back here. So it means this side needs to be sanded some more. As you can see, I filled the ends in. Spin it around. So it may look good in the primer, but the minute you put color on it, it would have stuck right out. Literally. So always double check when you're doing body work or when you're sanding stuff. This way you can double check everything. Next thing up is for the people that can't afford a power miter saw, one of those mini saws. A good alternative is a aluminum miter box. And I've used this for years. It's what I used to use before I got that power miter saw. So if you notice inside here, there's different thicknesses, you know, for whatever you're using. See, that one fits in there. Like, I'm going to true this one up. It slips right inside the guide there. A little loose in that one, so that'll make the cut a little crooked. Smaller ones down here. Should clean it up a little bit. It's been sitting around a while, but this piece I have here, I am going to use to fill in for my taillights, because I gotta have 4, and to make this a 72 rear bumper, that's what I need to do. Now this is a little thick, but not too bad. It's the closest I have, so we're gonna file it down, and I'll get it to fit in here, but then I'll have to build it up because it'll come out at an angle too. So yeah, you couldn't see my hand was in the way, sorry. So that's what we're working on there. So between the hood and this back bumper, that's what I'm working on. So, but yeah, it's coming along. So I just wanted to share a couple things with you, and I shall return. Oh, fellow plasticators, thought I'd give you a little heads up here. I'm making some headway. I mean, I still got to fine tune it, but got my first insert made. Have to adjust it out, and then I'll have to go grab. I think I got an idea for some taillights. I just got to go grab them and check them. If not, I got a bin full, actually 2 bin fulls of red lenses and stuff. I'll see what I can find. Maybe I can find something close. It's got to be flat though, kind of recessed, so that'll be all right. But there's the other side. There's this side. So we're making headway. Wanted to share that with y'all. Okay, fellow plasticators, here we go. Going in for primer. I want to give you a look. Let you have a look-see to see what it looks like. So let me throw some primer on there and we'll show it to you. Okay, here's what we have so far. And this will have, I'll have to go in and water polish, water sand this out, smooth her out. So I put a good layer on there. Starting to look like it's supposed to. Another reason being is if you see the outline by the whatchamacallits I put in, you can still see kind of primer there, but as soon as this dries it'll blend in. But I'll have to go in there and polish it out to smooth it all out, blend it in, which this probably isn't the last coat of primer, but got the fine tuner now, but boy, she looks a lot better. A lot better. Alrighty. Guess that'll conclude this video. Hi folks. Everything's all polished out and ready to rock and roll.